So if you guys ain't up to speed, it's like this. Cuban Link and I did a segment from our podcast, The Link and Panda Show, about a year and a half ago, and Cuban claimed that Cameron and Mace stole his idea for Horse and Carriage. I uploaded this clip as a flashback clip the other week. Cam responded today on his podcast, and I made a video about it. Cam did a lot of kiki in his response. Some of the fans believe that the way he did that was a cover-up. Some fans think Cuban is lying. All links will be in the description in case you need to catch up. Now, Cuban is responding to Cam. Man, roll a clip.
Cam and him said, he laughed it off because, of course, it's a funny tale the way, Pun ended it off with the yo, twin. I reached out for help, for Pun, yo, Pun, they stole my shit. You know it. You know this. That's mine. And Pun said, yo, can't do nothing about it, twin. And we started laughing because it's disgusting because they put Pun on a remix. So that's my brother. So I can't really riff, you know what I'm saying? But I expected Pun to be like, oh, yeah, I'll do another remix, put me on it or something. I didn't even want credit. I just wanted to be part of that if they're going to use my idea. That's what it was. So it wasn't really me taking it serious. I kind of, a part of me felt like it gave me a compliment because they took my idea. That means I'm coming up with some dope ideas as a rookie. And even the vets, the dudes that are out there, top 10 niggas, they really loving my stuff. So they taking my idea. So I took it like that. That's a part of me that took it like that. But Cam didn't know nothing about it. I don't think he was never there when I shared that hook in the elevator with Mace. It was just me, Pun, and Mace. But then he said something interesting. He said, you gotta go check Un about that. I remember being around Un Diaz. Joe, when I was with Joe around certain times, Un Diaz was there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but come to find out, look, first time to ask, Cam this, and this is his song, which just made it a single. And I bet y'all all didn't even know the story behind that. So Un Diaz was the guy that supposedly had got credit for that hook. So I remember being around Un Diaz and probably saying it. I know Joe had a good relationship with Un Diaz. So did Joe just do the Senorita thing, with he did with Puffy with me when he just met Jadakiss not long ago, that he said he wrote Senorita when I wrote Senorita. So you gotta see now I'm even putting it together because I always thought it was yo, Mace. I said that shit in the elevator. Mace was the only dude who was there, and then he's part of that song singing the hook, the actual hook. So you know what I'm saying? Now did Joe as my manager, supposed to attack that on some business shit back then. But we didn't care. We was doing favors for favors, But I just wanted to let it be known that was my idea. So it's my favor that I did also. So I want some, some extra love to come my way. Whether they put me on a song, I do a song with them, whatever. Some payback. But it was like I said, nobody gave a fuck. Even Pun, the one that told, that's my brother. But he didn't care because he was part of the, you telling me, don't make a riff about it because I'm in it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, I wasn't even in the video, which even worse. Because that's really interesting that not even Mace wrote it, he said. Cam said that that Mace didn't write that either. It was Un Diaz. So you're going to the business side. So that business side, Un Diaz was the label owner for Un Records. So who was doing the business side for our Terror Squad? It was Joe. So you already know. You don't have to be a genius to even put that together. So he definitely knew that was my single because I was under his company. He knew that. I was already in the right, he knew that. He knew it from the block. I used to sing that on Little Villes in Forest Projects. I used to sing that as my single. Because even Cam there was acting like, oh, cool. I hate when people do that. They can't know me. I spent time with Cam and we went to Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? He was actually part of Pun's tour. We did 50 shows together. You know what I'm saying? It was Pun's tour. So he had him, you know what I'm saying? It was him and Jim Jones. Jim Jones was actually the hype man. There was opening up for Pun on tour, you know what I'm saying? And that was killing shit too on tour. So we had a relationship where we was around each other like that. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy was around there too. Jim Jones and Cam. Jim Jones was doing interviews at the time, but he was doing part-time hype man for Cam, But Cam, I know how it goes. It goes fast in the industry and people move on, I understand. But it's not, don't take too long to say what's up to a Cuban Link. Salute, Cam. I got a little love, but salute. So you and Mace, salute to both of y'all, man. I love y'all. Proud of y'all doing y'all thing. And like I said, I didn't feel no type of way extra because y'all put my brother on. It was the remix. So I think that's how Un probably heard me say it, or Joe acted like he said something to fit in that situation with Un and Cam and all those, you know what I'm saying? And he knew my hook. Because remember, that's an idea. It's not something that I came up with originally because it was actually Eddie Murphy that he put me onto that. But then it was Ricky Ricardo who actually sung that song, a Cuban, So it wasn't like I was the originator who wrote that, but I was using that. That was my special project from the projects coming into the game, and I was going to use that as my single. So, yeah, that's the thing. But I'm very happy that Cam explained that story. Now we all know that not even Mace took credit for that. Now I definitely know they stole that from me. Now, Un had to steal that from me. I don't know if after the elevator action, me, Pun, and Mace, did Mace go back and when they was explaining the song to Un and Mace say, yo, I got an idea from Spanish, like to the beat. When they heard the beat, it fit that melody. Or did Un himself hear me? Because I was hanging around Un and them dudes too back in the days. I went to studio sessions with them. Or did Joe leak the information so he could look in good graces and get favors from Un? Because he had a squad at that time, Charlie Baltimore, Cam, Biggie, that they was all affiliated. Did Joe use me again to, my talent to get inside good graces with them? Don't matter. Still unsolved, right? But we keep on asking the right questions, and we gonna get the answers.
So let's talk about it, y'all. But I was glad to see Cuban respond so well and show love to Cam and Mace regardless. His response showed a little more context and depth about what happened. This could have turned into a completely different situation had Cam responded different. Some people are saying that Pun would have responded differently and been mad for Cuban if this story is true. But I think he definitely would have if Pun himself wasn't put on the remix. But at that point, it was like, this is getting me light too, so let's not start any problems. It's also interesting that Cuban said that he hung around Un back in the day and Un was cool with Joe, and there's that aspect of things too. I also put the link in the description if you want to watch the whole video of Cuban's response to Cam. Hopefully these two brothers, along with Mace, can get together sometime and could do a live about this whole situation. But honestly, I think that we got more than what we normally would have gotten. I didn't really expect for Cam to even address this situation, but I'm glad that he did. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Put your thoughts down in the comments and make sure you like and subscribe and stay connected with Panda Chop TV. Peace.
Panda Chop.
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 Panda Chop.